What's going on, you guys? Sorry if I'm doing it this way, doing my post-game video, but my webcam is being very, very retarded, so I'm trying to do this manually. YouTube really is just being stupid. But regarding this, just to get my thoughts off, Sharks lose, and we're on the brink of elimination. Unfortunately, this is just running into a much better team than us. The Blues defense is for real. We can't do a thing on them. I don't know how we beat this team, because all we can do is put some pucks in there, but we can't put it to the net. We really just can't create any chances. We can't even get possession of the puck, for that matter. This team's been outmatched by Ken Hitchcock all the way. This really has nothing to do with choking, to the haters watching this. This really doesn't. This is just the Blues being a much better team by a mile, and the Sharks just not being as good of a team. You can't choke when you have low expectations. You can't. That's just the truth. The team's already had its losing moments earlier this year, so that choking happened earlier. The only guy we can really point the finger at in choking is Patrick Marleau, and I'm tired of throwing him under the bus. But Patrick Marleau looked horrible tonight. Whatever he was doing heart-wise, that penalty he took when we were on the power play was just the most untimely penalty of all. I would love to see Jeremy Roenick or some analyst, whether it's that idiot Mike Milbury or something. I'd love to see them flame Patrick Marleau and anyone on the Sharks team just for the sake of firing them up, because I thought Marleau was gutless, as Roenick would say. It's really sad. This guy cannot perform under the pressure, and a lot of this team can't. But to the credit, the Blues, much better defense. They kicked our ass defensively. They can't score a lot. Props to Niemi for playing okay. It's not. I know people will point at him for that second goal, but it's not his fault, guys. Niemi's played very well. Probably the only positive of this entire series is that Niemi's been the one who's kind of kept us in this game. I know Game 2 was a different story, but a lot of those goals are just not his fault. The penalty killing is bad. Not as much of this game, but the power play, we can't do a thing on the power play because the Blues shut us down. The Blues defense, it's for real. We can't do a thing on them. And it's painful. It's painful to say that, but we're on the brink of elimination and probably losing 5. It really hates to say it being right, because I know I don't openly say what I think will happen in this series, win or lose wise, because I talk about the keys. But those, the few of you who've talked to me on Twitter and the few of you who've talked to me outside of YouTube know that I had Blues in 5, and I really just didn't see the Sharks team match up well, and it's showing. The whole puck battles, we're not winning them, and the Blues are stifling whatever passes we make, whatever shots we take. They're blocking them very well. That's what a team does, is they got to play defense, and the Sharks can't do that. They can't do the same. They can't counter the Blues defense. It's just part of it. It's part of the game. Sorry if I'm rambling there. Brian Elliott, I know they play much better with him, but it doesn't even matter who's playing goalie. They can just play defense and block shots. That's all they got to do. That goal happened near the end. It's still kind of late. We haven't scored a meaningful goal in quite some time. We can only score in garbage time. It's pointless. The Blues kind of let their guards down for one play, but I'm not going to put any much stock into that one goal. The milk carton, as I've said before, Patrick Marleau, the milk carton award goes to him, because I haven't seen him much outside of taking that bad penalty. Very invisible. This team just can't put good shots on the net, or they're bad at executing passes, or the Blues will intercept our passes. We just can't do a thing about it. And unless the Sharks just play with more heart, and play with a lot more heart than what the Blues are doing, which is near impossible, we're going to lose in 5. It's over from most people's eyes. I know technically we haven't lost the 4th game, and I know I shouldn't be pessimistic, but it's really hard to not be, because the Blues just clearly outmatch us. I know that we only lost by a goal, but they dominate us in every aspect. Pretty much all 4 games they've dominated us. If it weren't for Antti Niemi, they've dominated us. And there's not much you can say about that. You just run into a better team, and it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think on the series, and Game 5. Just keep your heads up high, and just gotta move on to the next game. But I just don't want to see them give me false hope on the road, like barely squeak out a win and then lose Game 6. I don't want to see the handshakes and the series end in HP Pavilion. I'd like to see it end in St. Louis if it's going to happen. So, just, your season's over if you don't win 3 games or 0 games, and it's bust. So, let me know what you guys think. The Blues are much better. Props to you guys. And that's all I can say. Go Sharks, and we'll see you guys later.